Okay, so I've officially started the process of beginning these bags. The car is so dirty. Anyways, so I've started. Just because I want to get it done sooner than later, I'm going to skip out on the wood trunk setup for now. We're just going to do it with the stock carpet that's provided, and then maybe a month or two later, I will then do that. So I'll show you. I'll go through what my plans are so far with the car. I'm going to see how to route things and things like that, but let's get started. Look how dirty this thing is. Okay, so issue number one, not issue, but I took the rear seats out, pulled out all the interior pieces from the trunk as well. So what I'm gonna do is I found two grommets that I can pass through straight through the ground, which will be the lines for the rear bags. The front bags, however, I want to run with the main harness inside the car and not underneath the car. So I have to figure out how to get everything through the firewall at the front. So my other thing is I will be doing the compressor, two compressors, and the manifold, I think so, underneath where the spare tire will be, and then the only thing at the top in the trunk will be the tank. So I want to keep my trunk space. I'm still debating on keeping the manifold down here or up on top. I'm not sure yet, but my idea is to keep everything clean. So I was going to do the wood trunk, but I'm not going to do that for now. We're just going to go ahead with the stock carpet, and yeah. So as I go through it, I don't think I'll record everything just because it's a lot of work and it's going to be a lot of tedious stuff that I can't really show. But once I finish something, or if something goes wrong, then I'll come back and like explain what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just going to vacuum through this just to make it really clean. And then I'm going to start pulling off the interior pieces all along the side. So my goal today is not to do the struts, but to get everything wired. All the electrical stuff, I want to be able to knock that out today. So let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. And I'll show you what I'm aiming for. So this is just like what my newbie brain came up with. So that's, I know the hole's huge. Actually, that's really big. Should have made it smaller, but anyways, it will sit like this, and then I'm gonna put the compressors here and here, manifold here, and then wire everything like that. So this can move. I will see what I can do about making it not move. I don't want to drill into the car, into the bare metal, so that is why I'm trying to find other methods, but if I have to, I will. But let's see. I'll keep going and tell you guys what I come up with. Alright, it is currently, I think 7:48, 8 p.m. It is, okay, it's currently 8:12, and I spent the whole day just working on this freaking car. So let's go over what I did, because honestly, I feel like it was actually not bad. I also ended up going halfway to pick up Indy 500s for these new wheels. I'll get up light. So, first thing, one of my biggest issues that I had was getting this gauge wire wired through. I initially tried to go through the grommet, which is the main harness underneath the brake booster. It's hard to see, but that was not working whatsoever. So currently I ran it underneath the fender over here, underneath the fender, and then I'll open the door. And ooh, I can't open the door fully, but if you can see there, so I ran it from underneath. Oops. I ran it from behind the fender, down, down, down. And if you can see the red barely poking through over there, there is a grommet for the door. What is that called? Accordion grommet or something for the door. So I was able to poke it through there, pull it out from the other side over here. And that's it. I got it through to there, and I wired it all along into the car. I removed all the interior trim. All along the side, wired it under, just following the main harness that already follows along the car. Zip tied it, got it underneath here, and now leading into the back. I was also able to get that wood piece cut out. I haven't secured it yet. I do have a small idea, but we'll go over more of that tomorrow, I think so. And this is just mumbo jumbo wires. So this is a harness for the management. And now I think I'm just gonna figure out some wiring now, make it look a little cleaner. The map is over there. But anyways, I think almost all of the electrical stuff is actually done and dealt with. I'm also worried about how I'm gonna run the air hoses. I might try to do the door grommet thing again, but I don't know if I can keep abusing that because I can only fit so much in there. I was also able to wire the ignition wire and this for the controller, the wire for the controller. Plus the ignition wire I haven't hooked up yet, but it is currently tapped and waiting, or I'm waiting for a tap. So I just plugged it into the fuse over there. So yeah, pretty productive. I got wiring done, which is a big portion of this. So pretty happy with how it's going so far, especially for such a last minute decision to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it now. So we'll continue. I'm gonna try to figure out the wiring harness and just things like that, just to clean it up a little bit, and then we'll see where we're gonna go from there. But yeah, that's it. That is my current up-to-date updates. Oh, I should probably say what I'm doing. So basically, this is the underneath the trunk setup. So I cut some, or marked some holes for my compressors. One compressor here, the second one over here, lying down flat, and then my manifold is gonna go over here. So I'm just gonna drill the holes out so I have a nice, I can just screw them in after. Also, it's raining, if you can hear the pitter patter. But so everything, including the manifold and the compressor, okay, that's really it. But it's all now stuck down to this piece of wood. It's super heavy now. Oh, I can't even lift it. It's all stuck down. So we do have one issue. So my fittings came in. All right, so this is the issue with the stuff that I have so far. So these are the fittings that the kit came with, and this is the hose that the kit came with. So it's supposed to be 1/4 NPT, which is a threaded side, and then a 1/4 outer diameter that it goes in. So I ordered fittings based off of, okay, I need 1/4 NPTs, which I got the threaded side, and then I ordered 1/4 PTC, right, push to connect. And this is too small for these fittings. You can see the size difference between the entrance there. So these fittings will not fit this. But I have extra hose that I ordered from Amazon, and this is actually 1/4 outer diameter. This is 1/4 inner diameter. So I can continue this and then just use the fittings that I have, but then the car will air out a lot slower and will air up a lot slower, which I don't know if I'm super happy with that. So I might have to come to terms and just do it because I already have these fittings. I'm not going to wait another 2 weeks for more, and I'm not going to go out and like spend $100 on new fittings again. So I think I'm just going to go ahead with the 1/4, and if it really bothers me, it's something that I'll do next season to change it up, hopefully. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to continue with what I have so far, and let's just get this install done. Okay, come on. Okay, little update. I just had an exam this morning, so I finished that and came back. I drove like 150 kilometers just this morning. I just came back. Okay, so little update on the mechanical part, not just the air management side, but the actual struts and things like that. So I had to do my CV axle. It's over there. And well, the one I picked up from Facebook was the wrong one. The guy marketed it as a 2017 Subaru Impreza front CV axle, but it clearly was not. So I'm stuck. I pulled my coilover out, and I'm stuck over here. So while I ordered one. It's gonna come in Monday. Today is Saturday, so I'm gonna have to deal with the rest of the air suspension till then. I'll also go over how the back looks like so far. So right now, just like this, super OEM, can't even tell. The tank will go here, that's the only thing. But as soon as you lift this up, this is where I have everything. So it's not super clean, like wire layout or anything. I don't know if I'll actually clean it up. I might leave it like this. But for now, let's get everything together. So, oh, I want to move this out the way so I can show you better. That's nice. Having an empty car is kind of nice. That's in the way, but whatever. So everything is sitting on this piece of wood. It moves around for now. I have to find a way to secure it. I'm thinking just putting like a metal slack that goes from this side to this side, and then screwing it into this so that it'll hold this in place. Apart from that, everything seems okay so far. No like major issues. I have to figure out how to ground the compressors. I have to figure out how to ground the main harness, which is the relay. I have to figure out how to ground that, and then a couple more pieces. I'm thinking I might just drill into the car. I really didn't want to, But there's no other like ground sources which I think will work, unless that could be one, because this is whole. So I might try that even, but we'll see. So as we go along, I'll update as we go. So main course of action right now is just to probably start the rear, take that apart, and then put it back together with the air struts. Then I can start routing my hoses as well. So that is where I'm at for now. That is today's job. We'll see how much I can get done. My goal is to get this done within the next 2 to 3 days. The CV axle is like a big hindrance to me. Oh, I have to show you my wheels as well. So I got my wheels mounted. The new tires that I got, the Indy 500s on the 9.5 wide. So one of the wheels, so everything's seated nice except this one. So you can see my mechanic put a shit ton of whatever black like silicone glue, because this one kept leaking. It wouldn't bead properly, and I think the reason for that is it had a like little tear. It split on the inside bead of the tire, but then it was leaking from the opposite side as well, which makes no sense. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure out what to do. I also have 2 PS4s. I'm probably just gonna sell those or keep them as spares. We don't know yet. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'll get this sorted and we'll see how this goes. I'm actually pretty excited. I love the process of this more than the final product. Like, I'm excited to see it, but I'm like learning so much as I do this. This is actually a lot of fun. I'm also destroying half of my car. Oops. But peace. I'll come back with an update. All right, little update as we go. Let's fix this. I don't know how long it's been, but I got both of the rear bags in. Let's look. There we go. Roll air. If you can see that, yeah. Roll air, and then the leader. Sorry, not the leader line. The braided line is going up into the bottom. There's a grommet right there. So I'm gonna feed it off of here. I'm gonna make a hole in this. I'm gonna run this braided line straight into the car so that I can have just one plastic hose going from here connecting to the manifold wherever it needs to go. Same thing with the other side. I didn't feed it up in yet. And right here, there we go. That one's in as well, into the control arm and the braided line. So right front, I'm still waiting for the CV axle. But now left front, we have an issue. What is the issue? There's no light. Alright, so I've dealt with this issue before when I was first changing to coilovers. It's been like 3 or 4 years now. I got new sway bar end links the time that I pushed. Okay, I got new sway bar end links. However, I just stripped the inside of this one and it does not want to come out. So I'm gonna have to cut it off somehow, and that also means I now need new sway bar end links, which is fantastic. I'm gonna also have to pick up an angle grinder from somewhere. So I can't get the coilover off until I cut that link out, which I think I'm gonna have to do. And yeah, another hindrance. This front really does not want to get onto the car. It's been annoying me quite a bit. So both of the fronts I'm having issues, but that's okay. Slow and steady. Till then I can work on getting everything grounded in the trunk. So I want to do all the wiring, finish it completely. And then what does that mean? Also gonna put the tank into the car. I'm just gonna screw it straight into the OEM floor mat thing. And then I'm gonna have to figure out some sort of like structure, because once I put the mat, there's like a little space in between the compressor and the mat. The compressor is like here and the mat's like here. So there's like a bit of sag if I were to put like pressure on it or weight on it. And I want to be able to use the trunk still, like put stuff in it, throw stuff in the back whenever I need. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make a structure, make it sturdy enough that I don't have this kind of issue. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go chill for a bit, and then I'm gonna start on the trunk stuff. Peace. I lied. I did not go inside to chill. I actually came back outside. I ordered adjustable max speeding rods, sway bar end links, which are on Amazon and they come tomorrow. They're only like 90 bucks. So that actually works out in my favor. I needed adjustable ones anyway. Not too confident on max PP rods, but whatever. It's probably better than the OEM ones I'm using. So I came back inside. I decided to disconnect it from the sway bar side, which worked out. So I got my front coilover out. It's just that it's still connected to the sway bar end link. I'm currently dealing with this. I'm probably just going to try to vice grip the inside part here and then hope for the best. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Anyways, I will continue this. I want to get the front air strut put on today too. So I'm gonna get it done. I want to do it so that I have like an estimate of how much air hose I actually need to go from the front to the back. And that way I can do everything but one corner. And that gives me tomorrow too. Like I don't have to finish everything today, but that's good. And then I can wait for the CV axle to come in Monday, and hopefully by Monday the car will be on the ground, depending what time the CV axle comes in. So almost there. I'm pretty excited, and I'm not stopping. So yeah, let's go.